Okay, so the maintenance was like, I think 1 hour at most. Wow, lucky me, I guess. So 200 Nexus Crystals this way, super easy. Alright, so before we check out all the new stuff for real with my own main account, let's take a look at some summons. So for the current update that just passed, even though we didn't have any, we had an event, but it was an uneventful event, hahaha. So I have 76 gold records saved up since the entirety of the 3.3.0 update, which is definitely shy of 100 and something that we had in the previous update, but it is still not the worst. So I think the worst update for us, I think was like maybe 3 updates ago or something like that. We had like 60 plus summons within the entire update, but right now we have 76, so I'm not complaining. So we're gonna blow through every single one of our summons here, 76, and let's hopefully get something that we need, because I'm a little bit low on wish stones because I am going to pull for Hilda. I definitely will pull for Hilda, so I'm hoping to at least get her via the gold record so I don't have to pull a duplicate of her. And there is also Ife here and Yunchuan, who are quite relevant right now. So Ife is very relevant in Andros, so if you do not have a copy of Ife, this is probably a decent approach for you to get her, and of course Yunchuan as well. For some of you guys, you might want to prioritize an R2 Yunchuan instead of a Hilda, in my opinion, right? But who am I to say? This is up to you to decide. These are your wish stones. Anyway, without further ado, let's take a look at some summons. So 76, we cannot guarantee a legendary from our summons here, but going by long run average, I think we stand a good chance. So the first pull is all purple, that is completely fine. Next 10 pull, I'm not really wishing for anything at this point. I mean, if we get lucky, then we get lucky, but I don't want to. Okay, so the thing about gacha games is that you do not want to you don't want to expect anything, right? So if you, yeah, there we go. See, this is why I make these disclaimers, because I know that after making these disclaimers, I'm gonna get a legendary afterwards. Just kidding, game, don't hear me. I'm just hoping to get Hilda. I'm hoping to get maybe another copy of Ife so that I can get her to R4. Maybe something that isn't gonna give me Shimmer records, I guess. Alright. Hype. Ahmed. Okay, so Shimmer record time. Wow, rip. But okay, no complaints. We got early break and we got extra wish stones as well. So we are only about 20 or less than 20 more wish stones away from our, about 10 wish stones away from our next 100 wish stone, which is another selector. So yeah, fantastic stuff. Last 36 more summons. So not bad. At least we got a legendary over here, which means, yeah, 1 Shimmer record. And talking about Shimmer records, right? So right now there is the, is it the Raven banner? I think it's the Raven banner. Should you or should you not be going for the Raven banner? I feel like Raven is a very strong AoE DPS, but is she necessarily like the Shimmer legendary Esper that you want to pull, right? So I feel like right now, some of the major hype choices are definitely Shenpin, definitely Nusi. Just wait for their rerun again. Or if you already have a Taver and you want to get Taver to R2, then I think Taver R2 is actually pretty hype as well. But apart from that, I personally am not super hyped about any other Shimmer legendaries. At least not for now. Until Hayley comes around, right? But yeah, I'm still hoping that she might be free. But okay, so we still have another... You know what? Let me just top it off. But just to be clear, we had 76 summons, not 80 summons, right? And there you go. The last 10 pull for today. And we got absolutely nothing. Okay, rip. So we got an Ahmed. And we are going to select for Hilda. Alright, we actually managed to get, I think, about 36 more wish stones. So now we have 202, which means after pulling for Hilda, I will still have enough currency for the next banner Esper. Yes! Oh my goodness, so I don't have to blow my load right now. That's what she said. No, wait, no, what? What? Very nice. Amazing. Amazing. Hell yeah, Hilda. Okay, so that is Hilda. I do feel like she is quite useful. I feel like she is quite good, especially for what she does. And for the most part, she is going to be quite a necessity if you want to have much faster Andros runs, which I would definitely play around with some Andros teams, some more free-to-play teams, and some more pay-to-win teams as well, because I can use Espers like Hilda and Ife together. And who knows, maybe some of the free-to-play comps are actually a lot more impactful than we initially thought in the PTR server, but I haven't really been talking too much about Andros thus far. Okay, but before I end off this video, let me just go through how I intend to build her. So I'm actually just gonna max her out at the start right now. So I have like so much excess EXP over here. That's it, level 60. Perks of being a very, very old player. She has really good ascensions, by the way, right? She has accuracy, speed, and defense, which is perfect for her kit. Now, in terms of ability upgrades, I hope that I don't get anything into her first skill because it's completely useless. It is just extra DPS, which no one cares about. Her second skill is a definite must max, and her third skill as well is also another definite must max. The damage is like kind of sad, but It's just a cooldown reduction. So if you're willing to run her on Ocean set, for example, and you don't care too much about her cooldowns, then you really do not need to dump any skill ups onto her at all, because this does not raise any of her proc chances. It only increases the damage that it does. So which means I do not really need to invest all my ability mods into her, which is a great thing, right? So I have more than enough, that's for sure. But oh, nice. Okay, so we only managed to get 1 onto her first skill, which is perfect. I mean, it's not perfect, but it's pretty good. So we just need another 4 more, and we should be done. Hopefully, we can get into her second and third skill and just avoid her first skill entirely. Oh, nice. Not bad, not bad, not bad. We are just 1 away from fully maxing her out. So hopefully, we get into Delirium, and we can save like a couple of ability mons. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh, shit. Spoke too soon. Shit, come on, Delirium, please, please, please. Skill 2, please, come on, skill 2, skill 2. Yes, okay, nice, perfect. So we managed to save one single ability mon, but I'm just going to take it, right? Any kind of saving is still really, really good. Now, as for equipment, what I'm thinking of right now is I think having the Avatara set is quite useful because she actually extends debuffs on her first skill, which is excellent when Andros attacks you, right? Especially when you're landing AoE attacks and you're about to crit the enemies and some of the adds as well. That's going to push the AP of the boss, and because the boss is going to attack you, it's quite important that you counter-attack with your debuff extension. So I think the Avatara set is probably going to be quite important for her. And as for the main sets here, I am actually thinking of should I be using some of the new sets, like the relief set for example. And what the relief set does is whenever your allies use their normal attack to attack a target, you have a 25% chance of attacking by assisting with your first skill, which is also really good because her first skill is kind of important, right? But because we're currently low on relief sets, I think the next best set is probably going to be the Ocean set. I know some players might want to use the Astralis set on her, but that will eat into your turns, which means you're going to take more turns to be less effective overall. So I think the Ocean set is still a little bit better in terms of turn count because that gives you your second and your third skills up a little bit more often. Now let's find some good pieces to give to her, and I'm thinking of maybe sorting according to speed. I just want her to be super fast, and aside from that, we need to give her 100% accuracy as well, which means we may or may not choose to give her an accuracy main, right? Because if you give her an accuracy main, the benefit of this is obviously we can invest more into her HP subs, we can invest more into her defense subs and her speed subs, and maybe as for the fourth stat, we can go with like whatever. We can either go with resistance, we can go with maybe flat defense, who knows, right? But it's gonna be a lot easier for us to achieve the 100% accuracy by using an accuracy main as opposed to having to invest so much into your accuracy subs all across the board because we are not able to use the recurve set on her 2-piece set as well. So yeah, I think the accuracy main is quite important, and we have crit rate here, which is something that we need to avoid as well, so that is something else. Oh, this is pretty good. We have speed, we have accuracy, we have HP, we have accuracy percentage main. This is probably it. Oh, this is super good, right? We have accuracy, we have defense, and we have speed. I think this is a lot better, yeah, for her kit, definitely. We need the defense over there, and we're just trying to avoid all the crit rate subs. Now, some of you guys might be thinking, wouldn't it make more sense to just run a defense percentage main because she kind of scales off defense percentage? You are not wrong, but because this subjects her to defense breaks, I feel like it doesn't really make a lot of sense to fully invest herself into defense. If not, that really cuts her DPS and all that whenever she gets defense broken, right? So I think having HP percentage is actually not that bad, but let's just see what we have. Come on, come on, come on. Yes! Perfect. Okay, I talked so much shit, but in the end I still use a defense main. Okay, so anyway, this is a perfect piece for her. Now, as for slot 1 and slot 3, this is going to be a lot easier. We can just immediately filter down to whatever stats that we need. So we need speed here, we need defense percentage, and we may or may not need accuracy anymore. We do not need accuracy that much, I think. I mean, it's better to have that additional accuracy, but it shouldn't be a priority because we're probably going to get it from one of the other subs over here. We still have 4 more pieces anyway. So we are not going to limit our choices. Instead, we want to focus more on these 2 stats. And actually, you know what? Since we are here, let's just include HP percentage as, you know. Wow, this is a this is a good piece. And what about this over here? Okay, we are running out of pieces, so we are going to remove HP percentage. And let's see, we have crit rate here, we want to avoid it. We have some crit rate here as well, we want to avoid it, although this is still pretty good. Okay, I don't really like this too much because a little bit of wasted stats into too much defense percentage instead of having speed, but because there's no crit rate here, I'm just going to keep it. And now moving on to our 2-piece sets, we are going to check out our Avatara pieces and see whether we have something that we can work with. 8 speed, 8 defense. Oh, this is not bad. This is actually pretty good. I mean, it's not pretty good, but it is good enough. Okay, maybe we can actually plus 15 this, and hopefully this gives us something much better. Oh my god, rip. Major rip. Okay, what about this? YOLO, YOLO. Let's go, plus 15. And more speed. Oh, more defense, and okay, we got crit rate here, so we can't use this anymore. In fact, I just want to sell this. It's an eyesore. Okay, and our last piece over here, which would definitely give us 100% accuracy. We do not need any extra accuracy here. crit damage. Yeah, I kind of feel like the one on the right is a little bit better because we have we can cap out our accuracy this way. Yep. And now finally for slot 6, we need to have speed instead of a defense percentage main because we need to be fast. But unfortunately, this piece over here gives us a little bit too much crit rate, which we need to avoid. So I think maybe I should steal it from my Biondina. Yeah, I think so. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna do it. So take it from Biondina and I'll just give her back something else. Alright, so there we go. This is the current build of my Hilda. Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. How do you feel about what I'm doing over here? I know my defense is slightly on the lower side, but that's because we needed to have like 100% accuracy, and I chose the easy way out by just giving her an accuracy main. But yeah, I think I'm pretty happy with this. So we have decent HP, not super high. I mean, it's actually considered pretty low. Decent defense, I would say. We have 100% accuracy and kind of slow on speed, to be honest. I expected this to be a lot faster, but I guess we can also boost some of these equipment pieces. If I do have any speed, I have just one. Oh my god, rip. Okay, yikes. Unfortunately, Broke Daddy doesn't have enough speed boost stones to work with, so I have like a bunch of +2 speed stones somewhere. Like, I have +2 over here and +2 over here, and I think a +3 over here, which is like, I need to go and farm more Shadow Gale. Oh, Shadow Gale called Shade Mother right now, I forgot. Okay, so I currently have 122 speed to work with. I can probably bump it up to maybe 126 or 128 easily. But yeah, I think this is good enough for the time being. I mean, this is just PvE content. You don't really need too much stats. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's content. If you did, don't forget to thumbs up. It really helps the channel, and subscribe for more Dislyte content. Now with that said, it's been Derek Free to Play, and as always, I will see you in the next video.